Man, go.
Check it in. Welcome, world. How we doing, man? Welcome to another episode of Between Brothers. I am your host, Jarvis Cobb, second from the baby, mom's favorite. Y'all know how it go. I'm going to let the brothers introduce themselves from the top down. Let's go, Tone.
All right. At this point, you should already know. The Enigma himself. Third from the top, also the newest edition.
Okay.
The farthest away, but still the closest to your heart. Sometimes known as the angry one, but I prefer full of passion. But more simply put, Tony.
Hey, okay. Keep it moving.
Coming right to the middle. It's middle child, only a little wild. B.A. Barry B, a.k.a. Barnabas Jones.
Get him, boy.
Let's go.
Hey. Come on, Rello.
Yo. It's your boy, Real,
a.k.a.
the baby boy. I believe I'm mom's favorite by the proof. You know what I'm saying? They say it's not in the pudding, it's in what you say. Okay. Hey, coming to you, Rello.
I ain't never heard that.
Nah.
I don't see no pudding either.
I ain't never.
Right.
He holler in the pudding.
Only pudding dude I know locked up. Only pudding dude I know.
You let me know.
It ain't
You let me know where you got some goddamn pudding.
Let me know you got some goddamn pudding.
Man, so y'all know where we got to start off, man. Just the most I wasn't ready for it. Just the news that I wasn't ready for, and it's amazing that he has been battling this for 4 years, and there was no word out there anywhere about it, and he just did so many things in that time frame, so many amazing things, man. The passing of Chadwick Boseman. Was he 42? How old was he?
43.
43. Super young, man. Super young. I'm 34. BA 37, Tone 38
next week.
So I mean, that's just right around the corner, man. Like, just kind of throw out some thoughts. How did y'all feel when y'all got the news? What were some of the first things that came into you guys' mind?
You know what? You think, like, when you see it, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, he gone. Because we tend to equate money with health and things like that.
You gonna live forever.
And then we tend to think that these people ain't human. You know what I mean? Like, the things that he's going through. I remember I seen him on Saturday Night Live, and my first thought was, man, Chadwick getting small. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then I thought maybe he bulked up for the movie because he was a little smaller in 42.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't think I ever went negative with it. As a matter of fact, my train of thought was, I hope he's not sick. It's a great man doing great things. You know what I mean? Yeah. When people get to see him, they get to see great things. You know what I mean? So that was my first thought. So, you know, when I found out that he was gone, it was like, man, another one. You know what I mean? Like, another great black man we saw fall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was my thought. So
I'll go quick because you guys actually gave me the news, just like Jarvis.
Y'all gave me the news,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking like, and I didn't know him by the last name. I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm looking. I'm like, man, the James Brown?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I mess with that movie. Anything really musical, I'm looking at the movie.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Temptations and the Five Heartbeats got me on that.
Yeah.
Right.
So any new thing, I'm looking at that. But it was just like, whoa, man. Like, that was a blow.
Yeah, it was tough.
That was a blow.
Yeah, man.
That was almost a Kobe hit, honestly. That was a Kobe hit. It was a Kobe hit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I take it to that relation. It didn't, like, Kobe stuff teared me up immediately because how tragic it was. You know what I'm saying? Completely like I said, I woke up out of my nap, Rail texted me, and he said, I know Kobe was your dude at one point. I'm like, I mean, yeah, but Brian only passed the man that's gone. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I had no idea. It's like 2 p.m. I'm like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
I get on the ground and I see RIP, bro. I'm like, no, that's not right. Then I find out how. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me, bro.
Yeah.
Then the daughter with him, I'm like, okay, all right. I was crying that whole day. It was tough. With Chad, it wasn't as teared up. It was just more of a shock. Like I said, I saw the video of him like being small, but I think like you, bro, He an actor.
Yes.
Sorry to get off topic. This month we talk about something sad with something funny.
No, go ahead.
When 50 Cent lost all that weight and got no Grammy.
Right. Same thing with Matthew McConaughey when he had to play that AIDS.
He had to play what?
Dallas Buyers Club.
Right. Yeah. We looked at him like
lost weight. Like, I'm like, okay, he acting, all right. No big deal to me. I've seen it before.
Right.
But so he literally bodied the last 4 years. I mean, obviously, y'all see, I love this Marvel shit. I love this hero shit. It's a hero shit all in my house. You see what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, you childish as fuck.
Goddamn chair. It's nothing. I'm the whole kid of mine.
You got Batman on your car like it's your big wheel.
You know what I'm saying? Like saying I have to.
The Batman pillows.
Right. The maturity level is definitely nil in that house. I mean,
so it's like we got
he got Batman whitey tighties with the big symbol on his ass.
It's in the front while you're talking.
You got the Batmobile in the front.
That's what it need to be.
Mr. Nasty Time. All right.
But yeah,
No, but like I said, we had, let me see. Spawn didn't really, I guess. He was kind of a hero, but not really, in a way.
Okay.
Somebody said, somebody being stupid said, handicapped man off Living Color.
Handyman, yeah.
Blank Man.
Blank Man,
that was his name.
Blank Man.
Meteor Man.
Meteor Man, which was
Meteor Man was low.
It was because of what they were doing. It was.
Yeah, Meteor Man. When niggas try to, when everybody be like Meteor Man, I'll be like, nigga, that was like the most hood shit ever. Like he was dope.
Like who else had the Golden Lords?
Nigga, he had another bad creation dancing in the video, and them niggas took off their hat and was like, everybody had gold hair. Like, come on, man. Did everything.
Robert Townsend's writing was underappreciated.
Hey, and we're gonna have to do a segment on actors and writing in black. Bookmark that, bro.
But like I said, with all the Marvel that took off over the past decade, we got a black one involved with it, and the movie was, to me, perfectly done. There was nothing I found wrong with that movie.
Yeah, man.
So it just kept the story going. Chadwick already a dope actor, so like I said, the last 4 years he been bodying the shit anyway. So tragic loss, you know what I'm saying? I feel for his family. From what I hear, he died at peace around his family. So that's a bit of bittersweet, but
I think that's what made it not so hurtful to me is once I found out how he passed and the fact that he actually fought for 4 years ago. Because that's the thing with Kobe. It's almost when you think about Kobe passing this. Kobe a tough dude. Like, in order for something to take Kobe out, you gotta come. Like, it's gonna be something crazy. Cause otherwise,
he took them two on the chin like a boss.
Man, otherwise he gonna fight. He gonna come back. Oh, Kobe gonna overcome it.
Right.
And
Charlie Ward a bitch for that.
And to know that he never even got a chance to fight, to where it was all the way out of his control, and even cancer's out of your control. But he fought it. And he fought it for 4 years, and he was able to live his life a little bit. And he had the opportunity of knowing that I'm getting close to the end, so I can, close off some bad things that's been in my life, or I can take care of some family members that I've been thinking about, or I can close off some things, get prepared for the end. Kobe didn't have that.
Right, and that's the crazy part of it. But even if you look at him from all the movies he's played, they've been iconic. You know what I mean? He has the few struggles, but he's gotten a chance to play some iconic roles.
Right.
Yeah, we know Black Panther because we black, and that was a huge movie.
Right.
People always try to say, oh, if all thing you have to look up to is other people don't understand that because you have Superman.
You see it all the time.
It's normal to you.
Right.
That's my new word. Like I've been telling people now, oblivious. You're so oblivious to what you have that you don't understand the fact that other people don't have that.
That's not normal.
Yeah, I got Luke Cage and he's walking around Harlem. I don't have we have Black Panther that's the king of a nation that's richer than Iron Man.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he embodied that role. So, and not only did he embody it, he bodied it. Like, it wasn't corny.
Right.
He wasn't lame. The bad guy in that movie made you want to be him. Like, how the fuck do you have
I get it. A villain that you agree with, like.
Exactly. A villain that you know what, I can kind of see his point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the whole thing, and then you get to see that So my thing about it is like, you know what I mean? The thing he decided to do, all while he was fighting for his life. Because 4 years ago, Black Panther wasn't out.
Right.
You gotta understand, all these movies came out. Infinity War wasn't out. Endgame wasn't out.
Well, he started actually before he write the Civil War. That's when he really.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
But he had the diagnosis, and he still did these things to the best of his.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people give up, sit in their basements?
No, he signed a 5-movie deal with Universal after he got his diagnosis. Like, he knew he was finna fight for a while. You signing up for 5 movies.
And the craziest part about it is, like I read a meme, shout out to his team, his squad, his whole
man, yeah.
No tabloids, no, oh, look at him. And it's social media, see him, he losing weight. And they, oh, look at him. First thing I do is, oh, he getting ready for a role. Because this man is iconic. Every time I see him do something, I don't see him. I see the person he is, the character.
Right.
That's how you know something dope. Just like I seen this meme. No, y'all know Ryan Davis, right? I keep referring to him. Ryan Davis, Ryan Davis, if you get to see our podcast, dude, we love you. I swear. But Ryan Davis, when he said about Ike Turner, Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay. I use this one all the time too,
He said, this nigga played Ike Turner so good that whenever somebody decides to do an Ike Turner meme, they use Lawrence Fishburne picture.
Not Ike.
And I used to say that shit. I remember my mama took us to go see What's Love Got to Do with It. I hated Ike Turner. I hated Lawrence Fishburne all the way until The Matrix.
Yeah.
And that's 100%. I hated
literally.
Shit, man. I couldn't see him nowhere. You did Angela like that, nigga? Stop.
It's perfect though. Like I said, that's to me, that is a villain. Where I forget that you have a name and you a real person.
Yes.
I hate your ass, nigga. I hate you for real. If I see you, I'm sweet. Like I don't watch Power, but I heard Tariq. Niggas hate Tariq for real. Look,
he said that. He said people hate him for real.
They hated the nigga for real. Like, man, I'm just acting. No, fuck you, nigga. I'll kill you right here, God. Right here, God.
So in my mind, Chadwick was going to be the next Denzel. Like he was the one that whatever role you put him in, he can kind of figure it out, and he gonna give you a quality story.
Yes.
Who else do y'all think now is going to take up that mantle?
His son's on the way. I told y'all that.
Yes.
Say Michael
David.
B.
Michael B is on the way.
And Michael B. Jordan, the thing about Michael B. Jordan is, and this is everything he plays in, I love him in. Because you know I'm a big fan of The Wire.
Yeah.
When he played on The Wire, I loved it. The movie Jarrell.
Where's Wallace? Where's Wallace String?
Jarrell, they don't know that you and Michael B. Jordan almost had a crossing because you went to go try out for the baseball movie.
Yeah.
Hardball, yeah. Strike one, caught you by surprise. That shit, yeah. People don't know that. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, they asked if I played baseball, and I was honest. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
How many years of experience you got in baseball? I'm like, none. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that honesty, boy.
Yeah, that don't get you far in the acting world. How much experience you got? Oh, I've been doing it for a while.
Right.
Now, what about Jamie?
Hey,
because you tend to forget about Jamie now.
Because Jamie's. He just did a little Netflix joint.
Right.
But
did y'all like that?
It was cool.
I liked it. I didn't love it. I liked it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I like the idea.
You seen it real?
No. I was gonna ask y'all what's talking about.
Power. What's it called? Power something.
Something. Okay, the quick Reader's Digest synopsis of the movie. You take a drug, and that drug exposes whatever your power is. But the thing about it is, his daughter is the person that they extracting her stuff to be able to make these pills.
Yeah.
So they kidnap his daughter. And the whole movie, he's trying to get his daughter back.
But you only get the power for 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's some taking shit added with some drug shit, added with some superhero shit.
With some limitless stuff, because you don't know what your power is.
You don't know what your power is.
Until you take the drug.
It can be some bullshit. Like you fuck around, turn to a puddle. Like, nigga, the fuck? No!
Okay.
Like, nigga, this the worst shit ever. Do I glow in the dark? This some bullshit.
Hey, Shorty had bars in there though. You could tell.
Hey, she was
actually really did that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you how Jamie's so cold though. Any movie he plays in, he could be having the most serious conversation
and find some way to crack a joke.
Girl start rapping. He did like this. I swear to God, he go. Dude, hey, I swear to God, I was like, Jamie is that nigga, dude. Jamie now, I don't never take away from Jamie.
Yeah.
To me, Jamie's accomplished, honestly, bro. Jamie's accomplished.
Well,
Jamie, we talking about you too.
Behind Denzel, though, he's still like that era or that next generation behind Denzel.
Yeah,
he's not with the Denzels and the Samuel L. Jacksons and Lawrence Fishburnes and.
But you can't
Forrest
catch
Whitakers.
That's like and not to sound like a dick, but it's like trying to put LeBron them with the Kareems.
Yes.
Trying to put you know what I mean? It's like it's generational.
To me, Jamie is in a class by itself, and a nigga following him is Donald Glover. He's the same person that's multi-talented in so many areas. Musically,
I like Childish Gambino.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The man's good. He make great music. The man's
ATL.
Hey, show, writing.
Yeah.
Good comedian.
He got bars. Hey, I remember I listened to his album and then I watched him on Netflix.
I thought it was two different people.
Yeah, I was like, damn, this nigga.
He looked just like Childish Gambino.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all seen DC on Fly music or heard his music?
Yeah, I heard it.
He kind of like in there too.
Yeah, he coming up.
Comedian.
He coming up smooth.
Well, he's showing two sides, being a comedian and being a rapper.
He's in movies too. How high?
No, he sing, bro. He sing. How was
I've never heard him sing. Yeah, that was terrible.
I'm just saying, in the movies now.
He did. I got the hookup too. The latest one. They did.
Was that good?
The one we didn't ask for.
I didn't watch it.
The one we didn't ask for. Who asked for that, bro? Like who said please?
I'll tell you this. Y'all know me. I'm a huge Currency fan. He got a song with Currency, and I'm gonna send it to y'all. Like, I don't know how long y'all left the Currency, but I think Currency probably the. If I had to pick my top 5 of the last 10 years, he would be 2. That's how much I like to do. He got bars for every situation. Yeah, he a pothead, but good God, the boy ain't putting out mixtapes. And my number 1 in the last 5 years would be Fabulous. And I don't care who want to argue that. Fab is bodying everybody. But
Fab still doing it, huh?
Man, ridiculous.
Okay.
But the thing about it is, the song he did, I didn't even know it was him. And then I kind of heard the little voice, and I was like, "That." You know how you hear a voice like, nigga, that kind of sound. And I looked it up, and damn sure, DC Young Fly on Currency album. So,
dude, what movie came out recently and I'm trying to think of the actors that was in it. Lil Duval was in it. Mm-hmm. It was a terrible one though, and I only watched it because Gary Owens got on the Breakfast Club and slammed it so.
What is that? I can't remember the name of it. Entrepot Negro movie.
All the way, and it came out on Netflix. And DC Young Fly was in there. And somebody brought it up during the interview, like, so what happened with such and such? He said, hey, man, don't bring that shit up. Don't bring that up.
With T.I. in it?
Yeah.
I think.
Yes. It was the one T.I. wrote.
Chicken movie? The chicken movie?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you straight up now. Like, because we on this podcast.
You watch the real watch it?
I don't know. If one day we might become famous. So listen, if we become famous, please don't hold it against me because I swear to God, T.I. is in my top 10. I love that nigga. Yeah. But that movie was so it had T.I. in it, who I love. It had who played the mama?
Oh yeah.
Loretta Devine?
Yeah. Shoot. I don't know her name off top, but that sounds familiar, bro.
Let me see this movie.
Loretta from Waiting to Exhale. Waiting to Exhale.
Yeah. Loretta Devine. Hey, I swear to God, Loretta Devine is my top 5 all-time huggers. Like, I would like to hug her.
Just hug her.
That, you know how you get that church hug?
Yeah.
It's like this. She look like she'll hug you like that. Like,
all right, I can dig that.
Right. So I love her. But that movie was terrible. It was Basuda. I couldn't finish it.
Oh, I finished it. I finished it. It was
Jarrell finished it, but
finished it. Probably watch it again.
He was blowing though. Jarrell was blowing.
He had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
It might be one of those movies where, like, you know, you already high, so it's way funnier. Like the stupid stuff is just
it was bad. It was bad all the way around, bro.
Yeah,
even the end was so terrible. They had a shootout in the chicken shot. In the chicken shack. The fans was in there. It's
the trap.
Yeah.
You got Mike Epps in it. Mike Epps was the brother.
The trap.
Yeah. Mike Epps was in it. Hey, Mike Epps was in there like slanging out of the chicken spot. Like they ain't had no chicken. Like he was like, what you doing with Mama Chicken Spot? Like,
I'm trying to think how Gary Owens put it. He said, I think Gary Owens said, I tell you one thing, there won't be a sequel. And the way he said it, it was the funniest shit.
So bad.
I guarantee you one thing, there won't be a sequel.
There won't be He dogged that movie so bad. And that made me want to go watch it.
Right, just to see how bad it was.
Right. Before that, I seen it before.
I seen T.I. and I tried it.
Nah, it was Carlos Miller in DC. That's what I seen.
Yeah,
I believe that's the one y'all talking about.
I know you put me on the 85 South show, bro. I wasn't watching that before you said.
That's hilarious.
You told me to check it out.
Man. Hilarious.
You told me to check it out.
And they was talking about they don't even have no script. Like, they just go out there and be doing stupid shit. Like
that's
that
crazy.
show. That's a good show. They got a good, you know what I mean? They got a good platform.
And they had the arenas packed out too. Every time I saw it,
yeah.
So they had the following. They had the people showing up.
You know what they did? What I'm proud of them boys about? They did this. Nick Cannon had a platform, and them niggas they sprung off of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? While we hot, let's go do this because Nick Cannon is rich. Come on. You know, none of us listen to his songs, but
very rich. Very
he's a great
rich
businessman.
Yeah.
Whatever, but niggas you can't be with him forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So and they sprung off, so that was dope. So, you know, shout out to them 85 South boys too. That shit was dope.
Are we taking a shot for Chad, or are we?
Definitely. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta go get a shot. Hold on.
See what happened? So Jarvis, you just gonna expose your pajama pants all on this?
Come on, man. Put some jeans on.
I know. So you just gonna expose your pajama pants all on the screen, huh?
You talking about me? He got the nerd talking about my arms out. My man over here with
all I'm saying is this. At least he got pants on, BA. Who ever knew about you?
But the business meeting.
Nasty ass.
The business meeting starts from here and up. You don't need to know what the fuck going on down here.
So why you giving me all this shit then?
Because he gave you shit.
Oh,
stand up.
Oh, you a follower, huh? You just a follower.
Every leader needs a follower. Somebody got to help.
Oh,
here we go. So we're gonna have a drink for our man Chadwick.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Blessings to his family. We praying for strength and praying that they get through this tough time and that they keep their mentality, and just we thanking Chadwick for all the many things that he's given to us, and the gift that he shared with us, man. Cheers to you.
Bro, shout out Chad. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever.
All right, where we at?
Yeah, man. So the other crazy thing was the Jacob Blake was the next crazy thing that's been just taking over. The NBA shut it down for a couple of days.
Yeah, I seen your thing about it.
And I know. Tell me what y'all have been seeing, because I saw more negative on it than positive, which means either somebody had a negative opinion, or if they had a positive opinion about it, they just didn't put it out there. They just wasn't.
Okay. So here's my thing with far, and it's gonna go straight the police route.
Yeah.
Consistency is my biggest issue.
Yeah.
Police, we consistently watch videos where people that are of a lighter complexion tend to get a little bit more chance than people that are of a darker complexion.
Yeah.
Anybody could argue me with that. I'll sit. I don't have to argue it.
Right.
I have the internet. Exactly. I got video. I got phones.
Right.
But the thing about it was, everybody wanted to say, "Oh, he went back and got a knife. Oh, he went back and he was doing this." I watched the video. He walked all the way around the front of the car. At any point, as a law-abiding citizen myself, if they would have, when he was walking away, if they would have tripped him up, slammed him to the ground, and handcuffed him.
Yeah. Cool. Right.
At any point of that. But
detain him.
It's almost to the point where people expect, like, that's the point of jail. That's the point of police, for people who break the law. He broke the law. Okay, whatever he was doing, you saying he broke the law. All right.
Yeah.
That's for a judge and a jury to handle.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that everybody's becoming judge, jury, and executioner on TV. Like I tell people all the time.
Yeah.
Coming from the military, I just so happen to know what LOAC is. I know what law of armed conflict is. So when you de-escalate a situation, it becomes to the point of what's happening and how can I make it not go further?
Yeah.
That's what it is. These cops are approaching situations where, oh, we kill him and then we do the paperwork.
Yeah.
You could have, and that's just the way I am. Like with law, and sorry about that. With law armed conflict, you have to be, if a person is not engaging you, you're not allowed to just shoot.
Yeah.
Just shoot. You're not.
Right.
And I'm it's hard for me to believe that cops aren't given that. They're not given that train of thought. Like, what are you thinking that a man that you're pulling him by his shirt and you're saying stop, 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 and that man he's disobeying you, because that's what a criminal does. They disobey the law.
Yeah.
That you get to put a gun to his back and fire. And you put a gun to his back. He wasn't advancing. And then right after that, we see a video where a woman is running from another man, a white man. She's running from him. He's advancing toward her with a weapon in his hand. He's advancing toward her, and nothing happened. That's what's getting me. But then you got to go to the situation of this. Why did we see both of those things? Because it's supposed to spark the nation.
Yeah.
It's supposed to cause all these issues with us. Like, I don't want America to be divided. You know what I mean? About everything. Yes, it's some fucked up cops. Yes, it's some good cops. I've had a cop pull a gun out on me, and he was just as dark as I am. I had a cop pull a gun out on me one time. I was living on, remember where when we went out there to help AJ move? I told you I stayed in that building right there off Calumet, right off King Drive.
Oh yeah, King Drive. Yeah.
Okay, when
I
lived in that building with my cousin. I walked downstairs. I was gonna walk to the store. I walked past some niggas on the corner. What up? What up? Police came up. I don't know what they was on. Cop jump out the what's name. Before we even got a chance to look, we look over. You know how police pull up, skirt. They corner you, put a gun out, and said, "I dare one of you niggas to run." I look up. Banger in my face, and I was walking to the store, and he was just as dark as I am. So when people are always like, "Oh, white cops, oh, black," I don't see that. I see cops that's over abusing situations. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's the part with the whole Jacob Blake thing that kind of, because then it sparked so many other things.
Yeah.
Because now the message is done. The police brutality message. That's not the message anymore. You're going to get the people that, oh, all cops aren't bad, so what that one cop did, fuck what he did. And that's not right. You see what I mean?
And it is go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say my take, flipping that on the other side. I was talking to one of my homies, I ain't going to say his name.
Right.
We was going back and forth with a debate about it. He's bringing up that, man, he shouldn't have been walking back to the car. Like, man, people saying what he was going to grab. I'm like, dude, that's the problem right there. Like, the excuse on the other side. Like, he didn't have nothing when he went to the car, and there was more than one police officer. Why they couldn't have him on the ground? Probably because one of their hands is on a gun. You probably need two hands to get him better on the ground. You know what I'm saying? So for him walking off like that, either he didn't feel like he did something wrong, or he was trying to get away from y'all. But like Tony said, on the other end, when we see the other videos, it's like y'all treat the other side like they y'all little cousin. Like they ain't gonna do nothing to y'all. Like, man, put that gun down, man. Like, come on, man. Let me holler at you, man. You familiar with him. Like he your little bro. But you treat our kind like we gonna have a confrontation automatic. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I was like, we kind of went back and forth because I'm not using that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever he was doing, I don't care. Because when I see this video and they doing that, y'all give him leeway. Right. a white person suicidal in their own house, they sending that robot in there to bust the window, looking in the camera. The shit taking like 4-5 hours.
Right.
It's a standoff. Our cousin got busted. Her window got busted out in 10 minutes.
Yeah. She was sitting in the car. Yeah,
she was sitting in the car. They said she was trying to burn herself.
Right.
With this suicide. Y'all trying to break the windows out. She choking, open up the door, running out. He shoot her.
Right.
That was not even an hour.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's so many instances. Just like that one lady, they called the police. She see a flashlight in her backyard. She opened up her window, look and see who it is. They shoot through the window. Wow. And it's like I've seen this meme that said, nobody told your scary ass to become a cop.
Yeah.
And my thing is and when the police come when the police pull me over, I'm respectful. I'm sir, this, that, and the third.
Absolutely.
It's not the fact of, I don't want to be rah-rah, but I know that you see me as a threat.
Right.
So let me calm you down a little bit. No, sir, ha, 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 wonderful day, blah, blah, blah. All right. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to let my bravado be the reason why my brother's wearing T-shirts and my sons no longer see their father. Or my kids no longer see their father. You see what I mean? And that's the thing. And it's such a bad situation when you look at the whole, because the first thing everybody say is, what he shouldn't have been doing.
Right.
Let's say what the cops should have been doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The professional in that situation.
Because like the one that said, they expect an untrained civilian, they expect you as an untrained civilian to be calm in a certain situation, but they expect this trained officer, it was an issue. Right. You can't expect him to. Yes, I can. Right. I can expect you to do that. Yeah. Because I know Marines. Right. I know military people who've been in this situation. I know Marines that's been in this situation. Hell, I was in the Air Force for years. And it's like certain situations, you are trained out of them. Yeah. You're trained into those situations and you're trained out of them. So you're telling us that, there's something wrong with police training? Because it's happening all over. It's not a secluded area.
And that's I saw Dr. Michael Eric Dyson talk about it, and he said that they got to go ahead and throw away this whole bad cop, it's a few bad apples scenario, a few bad apples example, because it could be one bad cop there, but 3 good cops that's standing around and not doing nothing about the situation. Right. And then they saying
they a party too.
Yeah, they a part of the whole thing too. Yeah, and it's saying. It's not necessarily even a bad cop situation, because if one of those good cops do say something, then they are ostracizing their own precinct. Facts. So it's the whole system. He said you can't just call it a couple bad apples. It's a bad tree that's producing bad fruit. You got to cut down the whole tree and then reassign those good cops that you say are out there. And that's why he was saying defund the police isn't saying let's get rid of the police. It's saying let's get rid of the whole system, create a whole new system, keep the good cops that we have and reassign those guys. So this whole bad cop notion, I feel like it's out the window too, because none of the good cops ain't speaking up for nothing. You ain't hearing none of the good cops saying we disagree with this.
Right. And the thing about it is, it's almost like brotherhood is great. And we know that since we're brothers. Right. You know what brotherhood is. And we're not sitting down. And plus the fact, even to this day, our brother that shall remain nameless, that's a snitch, we talk shit about him. Yeah. To this day. But we not holding on to things that are, you know what I mean, like Jarrell is doing something that's, you know what I mean, and we holding on to it. No, that's not that. When it becomes illegal, we understand that. You know what I mean? So the fact still remains. When you take up them arms, when you're a cop, don't take them up because this person treated me this way when I was this age. Yeah. Or I'm afraid of this person because like I always tell people, we're all just a sum of our experiences. That's what you become. Right. As a man, Jarrell is this person at 9 years old. At 23, he's this person. Them experiences at 30, this, you see what I mean? Right. Them experiences change. Man, you changed. Life changed me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Life made me this person. Life changed this. The military changed me a lot. To be honest with you, before the military, I was more liable to slap the shit out of people than I am now. Because I always was forced to understand that you saying certain things don't mean the same thing as this person saying the same thing. You know what I mean? You might think it's a joke. I say it all the time. But at the same time, you look at cops like, whatever happened to Officer Friendly? Y'all remember Officer Friendly?
Yeah.
It was a thing. Officer Friendly. Like, we was taught to think cops was cool.
Yeah.
And we did.
And we had Detective Wolf, actually. That was our officer.
Exactly.
He lived right on Ann Street.
Exactly. And that was the thing about it. But then you sit up here, and now the trigger is the first thing y'all pulling. The cops are dressed in SWAT gear. Like, that's when I see you, right, that's not how I should see that. Like, yeah. Like, I'm going to tell you straight up, when I get pulled over by a cop, the first thing I do is when they ask for my driver's license and everything like that, I make sure that my concealed carry license ain't what I give. Because if they see that, first thing I ask is, you got a gun in the vehicle.
Yeah.
Now, when I tell you, yes, I got a gun in the vehicle, because I do.
You gonna grab yours?
No, yeah, exactly. Now you're going to grab your gun because now everything just escalated.
Yeah.
The second I tell you, and the only reason why I have this pistol on me is not because of the police. It's because I got kids in the car and a wife, and the world is crazy.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Nobody's going to war with the fucking police.
Yeah, I don't understand what people are going with that whole it's finna be a civil war thing. Like, there's actually
Exactly.
going to be civilians in the street shooting at each other. Like, what are we talking about? Even back in the day, the Civil War was between two armies. It was between the Confederate Army and the Northern Union. Like, what is it? The Northern Union? It's just Northern Army and the Confederate Army. They fought. Confederate Army lost.
And you want to know the crazy part about that? Even
real quick. Let's let BA get in because BA ain't said nothing yet, man. What's been your whole?
Yeah, what's up, shiny forehead?
I know, yeah, man. What's been your whole?
You know what? I got you,
man.
Whore.
See, light game on point.
How about that?
Oh, you got a dimmer, huh?
You said whore like young black youngster.
You know, BA think
Whore.
BA think he's sexy. You know, he could probably turn that light blue.
Hold on. First off, think is a word he disappeared from your guys. Knowledge is power, baby. We know these things.
Indeed.
Pressing on. Honestly, bro, it all pisses me off. All of it. The cop side, the criminal side, it all pisses me off.
Speak on it.
Because we live in a great, terrible time where everybody got a camera. All the shit was happening before. We just all got a camera on the snap.
Great, terrible time. I love it.
It's what happens. Social media, another great thing, yet terrible. Because we all got an opinion, man. All of us. We go see a video, we go take what we want from it, and we go assess the situation. It's going to create division, unfortunately. We cannot disagree with our people because we're going to feel like you're not my friend because you disagree with me. I can have a debate with you about the situation and what I saw. Y'all know firsthand the kind of person I am.
Yeah.
I was in Cook County fucking jail. For what?
Like a criminal.
Like a fucking criminal. For what? No matter what I did, no matter how many IDs I had, you might be the guy.
So we're gonna keep you and we're gonna check you out.
Real quick. Come on down to the station. Let me talk to you.
Just spend the weekend. Come on a Friday. We won't check it out till Monday.
But a term that has fucked up many black men, the term is you fit the description.
The motherfucking description. And you know what? Me being a peaceful guy, I accept it.
Fit the description.
I accepted it because, I'm out here. I'm driving my brother's box Chevy, which is, hey, I needed the wheels.
Yeah.
I had a car.
It was nigga activities.
It was, but it wasn't, intentional. Like I was in a nigga situation, but I wasn't doing nigga shit.
How loud was the music? How loud was the music?
I didn't even have that Bluetooth system that loud when I drove a driver's car like that. I kept it at a very, very.
Everybody who drove that box Chevy turned the music up.
Not me, because like I said at that time, my license. I think I had a suspended situation, but I digressed a little off the topic. What I'm saying is,
go ahead.
It's like I've dealt with it just being black. You know what I'm saying? Getting pulled over, and them assuming I'm in. That actually very night they came to the car with their guns out.
Yeah.
I'm cooperating. I ain't doing nothing. I know when I'm getting pulled over, what you need. I'm ready to go home, bro.
Facts.
I'm just trying to go home, man, because like I said, I got arrested. I don't like it. It's wet. I hate it when I went into that jail. People were saying, I'm only gonna be in here for a couple of weeks. It ain't that bad. Nigga, I'm in here for 2 hours and I'm tripping. I don't like it. No, let's go. I don't want to be here. I ain't do shit. I understand that y'all used to this lifestyle. I ain't lived y'all life. Like I said, the childhood thing, it comes with you. You're gonna adapt to all that stuff. But me, I ain't do nothing. All I did was go to school, play ball, and kick with my bros. That was all I was doing. So when I'm getting arrested, I'm like, what the fuck is this for? Oh, I fit the description. All right. I'm in the jail. I didn't hear dude say something, and he slapped it in my hand. And I mean that slap like you got to knuckle up. That to swing it down at your shit because you ain't listening. I'm like, dude, you only being tough because I can't do shit to you.
It was a cop?
It was a cop. You only being, and he was a black cop at that. I'm like, you only being tough.
I say police, not white cops.
Yeah.
Cops.
But I understand their side because they deal with nigga shit too. They deal with the nigga lives.
Oh, they see a lot of shit on a day-to-day basis.
On a day, like people forget that this is their 9 to 5 job. Every day, it's gonna be some shit that's like, man,
I'm glad we're saying that. I don't want to seem like a bunch of black dudes that's really shit, no cops.
No, I'll call the cops. If I'm in trouble, I'm calling the police.
Yeah, we gotta let that I'm not snitching shit go because that 100%. Shit, like I said, if somebody steal from me, I'm telling.
Okay, let me explain.
But my thing though, I look at the cops and then the civilians as parents and the child.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, people saying, like mom trained us what to do with cops.
Right.
You can't expect every child to have that same training. But why we supposed to expect every cop to have the same training? You chose to be a cop. You chose to be a parent. Yeah. We didn't choose to be. You know what I'm saying? Like
that was taking me to another point. I saw a meme that said in another country.
I love that point.
They train 2 to 3 years and then they get to be a cop. And there was only it was on like 100 deaths in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Between cop and civilian.
Okay.
Somewhere else, I think they said they trained for a year, maybe a year and a half.
Yeah.
Only 20 deaths between like them or something like that. America, 21 weeks.
21 weeks.
Been 1,000 deaths between them and the cops alone in the last year.
Wow.
The last year.
21 weeks of training.
Because you know what? And I get it. They don't pay cops enough. When Chris Rock said some dope shit, they need to make bullets cost $5,000 a piece because niggas will be very selective on who the fuck they shoot.
That's I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you another thing I read the other day. These memes are amazing. People need to.
Like I said, great, terrible time.
Yeah, because
internet be on it.
This one meme, and I can't remember who said it. He goes, "Nobody gets mad at people for doing their job right. You never heard a song called "Fuck the Fire Department"?"
Right.
Paramedics.
Right.
Y'all know, right? Fuck EMT.
I can be objective to that. You know, in the sense of a fire is way harder to control. Because if a fire department don't do their job, bro, come on, this fucking shit, bro.
But
I get it, yeah.
To argue that point, the same point is, it's the same exact. Okay, with police, it's a situational basis. When you run my plates, hey Google, stop. He
calling the police department.
Right. It's a few things like this. With police, you're supposed to be able to run a situation. Now, I get everything ain't gonna be the same, but you're supposed to be able to say, I ran this place because they run our place when they pull us over.
Right.
They do. This person hasn't had any priors. This person not known to do this. I think they can see whether or not you're a car carrying CCW, which is the concealed carry.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if that person's a car carrying CCW, that makes him less dangerous. Because come on, look where we from.
He abided by the law.
What nigga you know register the gun?
Finna go through classes and all that.
Yeah, I'm finna do some dirt with the gun.
Just for you to come to the car. Yeah, right. Yeah. Nigga, who you pulling?
You already know me. Like, dude, when I go buy guns, I don't even have to do an FBI thing because I show him my CCW, and I'm already in the book.
Yeah.
I'm good. So that means that you ain't just giving me no guns. You know I'm where I'm at.
Right.
So calm down. Pump your brakes. Unless you're on bullshit.
And which I got pulled over in the box Chevy. I was
everybody got pulled over.
I stayed the fuck away from that car.
But two cops came up on me with their guns out. I was coming up. I was up in South Elgin, so that's when this first got built, and you know it was mainly white people living in South Elgin. I came on Shayna side street. So as soon as I got on the side street, I remember Shayna. Grabbed my cologne. I sprayed my cologne. I throw it back behind me. Yep.
He said it first.
It's fun. It's fun. It's fun. I get up around the corner because she, right when you get up the hill, get around the corner, you park right there, her house right there. So I put the cologne on, throw it back, get around the corner. I park. It's two cops running up behind me. Where's the gun? Where's the gun? Get out. Where's the gun? Where is the gun? I get out the car. I get out the car, hands up. They tell me to get back. They ransacked the Chevy. I mean, they unzipped the middle console, take out everything in the glove box.
Did they pull your seat out?
They took everything. Pulled the seat up, everything. They didn't find nothing
on you.
Was it like this?
They didn't. Or was it like?
Shout out to Face on Love.
They ransacked the car, threw everything I had everywhere, and then they didn't find nothing, so they just got up, walked the fuck off. Didn't say nothing else.
They just bounced.
Didn't say nothing else.
Because they thought you saw them and was getting rid of shit.
Yep.
Gee, that's like South Elgin, like Oswego, like places like that, man. Like, and it shouldn't even be like that. But you know, I'm gonna be real.
I'm 17 years old with a do-rag on, with a cut-off shirt on. I mean,
in a box Chevy. What you think he doing?
Extra niggerish.
And that was always funny about Cobb because he was the most non-niggerish. But
that's what I was gonna say.
All the features.
The most law-abiding nigga ever. But you looked the part. Your arms was all big and shit.
But this is
like Shannon said, I'm at least Taser nigga size.
I know. And you hair braids.
But this be the part I'll be like where sometimes we don't help ourselves because there's a guy that looks just like you, Cobb.
Uh-huh.
I pulled over and said, I ain't going back.
I ain't going back.
You did look like a jail nigga for real.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and you get to that point to where it's like, you know, let's just say this. A rookie cop approaches him.
Facts.
And that dude said, I ain't going back.
And they just
you ain't ready.
Right. And he only heard the stories. The rookie cop ain't been in those situations.
He ain't had it.
He just heard the stories.
So he walked to the car like, hey man, what's going on? Sit.
But
here's
the
ran over.
But what do Jarvis got to do with his experience?
I'm on both. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying the same side.
Like you would be bad at your mom for treating you how Junior acted. Like Junior got in trouble for that shit. Like why am I getting in trouble for it?
Bro.
Yeah.
You will say that. It don't matter what Junior did in her experience with Junior. And that's what we keep giving the cops that he was walking to something. He was doing that. Like, we can't give him that.
That training portion, that's what I'm saying. The training portion of professionalism.
You know what, real?
You take that part, and you also go take that experience part.
I want to be
you got to be careful with that mix.
Yeah. On the crazy part of the experience?
You got to be careful with the professionalism and the experience. Because you can get told, you know, things might happen when you pull somebody over. But if it don't happen all the time, you're never ready for it. Like I said, I'm looking for the aspect of a cop going to a car and they thinking shit of it. I saw one, the cop got lucky, it was a female cop, the gun jammed right in her face. A dude pulled the gun on her, but the gun jammed, and so she was able to get her. Wow. Another situation, like I said, the cop come out, get out of the fucking car like you need a cop. Get out the fucking car.
Where's the gun?
I mean, I'm on the cop. I mean, I'm with the cops when
they try to
when they trying to make it home. You know what I'm saying? Moms dated cops. Now we don't know how they was at work, but they was cool dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now where I'm at is if
about
you
that.
So uncomfortable, what do I have to do to make you feel comfortable?
Right.
When you pulling me over, just get me to that where you comfortable point.
Right.
And then we can talk and then do all that.
Which is trash. That it's my job to make you feel comfortable in your profession.
But I'm with it.
I know the game.
Right. Is that because
What detain?
Get me to the point where you feel like
you got your gun in your hand.
Right. To where they finna be no pull. You ain't pulling off no what's name. Get me to that point.
Yeah. And that's all I'm at. Like, I'm not blaming the people no more because you're going to deal with different people every day.
I hate that we even have to, like, we supposed to be having fun. And only way we can have fun is if we make light of bullshit ass shit like
That's
that.
right.
Right.
And that's what I told Julia the other day when we saw something and it made me laugh. And she was like, right. But the shit ain't funny. I was like, babe, it gets to a point where you just gotta laugh at it. Like
Kevin Hart laughing at that fucking shit with Usain Bolt. Oh yeah, like okay, it's just too funny. It's just too funny to not. I can't get mad at this because y'all are so fucking wrong. Y'all ain't even trying no more. Y'all ain't even try.
Like the football guy said about Drew Brees, he just don't know enough to know.
That's listen to my word now. I'm gonna get a shirt that says it. Oblivious, because people hate to hear privilege.
Right.
Privilege triggers them. Use the word oblivious.
Bro, you know what I've been doing lately? I've realized people hate to hear words like injustice.
Yep.
They hate to hear, right. No, they hate to hear all those words like all the like the real Black Lives Matter, the real like politically correct words. So what I've been doing is instead of saying injustice, I'll say unequal treatment between black people and white people. I'll ask you
unstable creatures.
The same aspect. It's the same aspect. It is crazy.
So like, and with the police, it's not the fact that we want a different, or it's not the fact that we want the police to do something different than anything else. We just want equal consequences between the two. We want because this was Shannon Sharp said this. When people talk about, well, y'all talking about the police officers killing black people. What about all the people in Chicago killing each other?
And niggas love to fucking shit on Chicago, man.
And he said, yeah, but when that happens, the police do an investigation. They find out who did the shooting. They put their ass in jail. Facts. We want the same thing. When a cop shoot an unarmed person, we want an investigation, and we want them to put their ass in jail.
Same thing happened with that little boy. Everybody kept on saying, oh, why we don't see no riots for that little boy? Because within 24 hours, y'all had that nigga in jail.
Yep.
Within 24 hours. Ain't nobody happened to Breonna Taylor and all those things. That's what's killing me.
Not even in jail, but in jail and charged.
Man.
That boy was charged with reckless homicide and another form of homicide. 2 first-degree murders.
Investigation off a video. Like
quickly.
You don't see him shoot.
It is crazy that they let him go home, though. They let him go home, and then they went and picked him up in the morning.
7 shots. What are you trying to do with 7 shots?
And here's the thing. Okay, so here's another.
He talked about the little Kenosha homie.
Yeah. Okay, so the Kenosha dude. Here's the thing that get me about the Kenosha dude. Whenever it's anybody else that does something, the first thing they do is, oh, well, if you didn't do this, the cops wouldn't have did this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how many things the kid did wrong before he shot those people. 17 years old.
Hey.
Open carry at 17 years old is illegal.
Yep.
Went across state lines with a gun, with an open carry. That's a felony. I cannot carry my gun openly in Illinois. That's a felony. You see what I mean? Once you open carry, you have to know the rules. Because once you get that CCW, you're responsible to know the rules.
Right.
It's actually more of a burden than people understand.
Yeah.
You're responsible to know the rules. Just like the cop. But that's just the whole situation about it. That gets me.
I saw a weakness, but I captured it and I calmed the fuck down and I didn't do nothing. He channeled this shit so he wouldn't overreact. Versus some people, they stuck. Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. The first nigga I see, I'm on his ass. I don't care. Get the fuck out the car.
Now, let's talk about that for a second. As black men, what's the first thing we see that done fucked with us in life? Another black man. You don't legitimately have beef with a white dude. Name one.
That truly
exactly. Your beef comes from somebody who looks just like you.
Yeah.
But we decide we got to conquer that beef, like. But all this other shit going on, we can't let our beef within ourselves be like we can't let that go.
Right.
But everything else going on out here, we let that go. That's me arguing the yin to the yang. because I hate when people say black on black crime. First off, black on black crime is a myth. Black on black is proximity crimes. The statistics show that you kill what's closest to you.
Yeah.
White on white, Korean on Korean, Mexican on Mexican, niggas on niggas. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, but it sounds good when it's blacks.
Right.
Because when you do us in, the same thing I got.
Music. That's not music.
And that's the crazy part about it, because that's what getting me about all these other races, because they jumping on the bandwagon against us right now. Like, you seen all the shit was going on in Chicago with the Mexicans going against them fuckers ain't coming out here. But they don't realize the fact that how much the civil rights movement did for not just blacks.
Right.
It didn't just do it for blacks. It did it for everybody.
Yeah. Race, gender,
Yeah,
religion.
exactly.
Yeah.
And not to be funny, but Michael Chi, which is a very smart brother.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Chi, we ever see you, very smart brother.
Man.
When his comedy, y'all know who Michael Chi is? Real, you ever heard of him?
Michael, is it Chi or Shay?
I thought it was Shay.
I may be wrong, and I apologize.
I think it's Shay.
I think it's Michael Chi, but
He
boy, he said
it's spelled Chi.
He said, his thing was this. He said, we're not arguing to be treated better. We're arguing to be treated civil.
Right. Civil.
Could you imagine being
civil.
just civil? Y'all seen it?
Yeah.
Just
Turn the fucking hose off, man.
just civil. That's what gets me. It's like nobody's asking to being treated better. That's what even get me with the BLM thing. I hate the fact that the people who tarnished it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't say. One guy, I heard a guy say it should say Black Lives Matter too. We not saying Black Lives Better.
Right.
Say, hey, ours matter. That's it.
That's it.
That means don't kill us because of your fear. Don't kill us because of your stereotype. Because if people did that, what we feel right now, what everybody in America feel right now, not just white, not just black, not just Mexican, everybody fears the police. So imagine if everybody treated the police how the police treat minorities or black people.
And I actually heard somebody say that that's kind of one part that a lot of people that's against the movement of Black Lives Matter or against the equal, making black people equal, is that they think if we get the power, we're going to do the same thing to them that they did to us. That's where the fear comes in. Because they know exactly what they did, and they feel like if we get ahead, and when Obama got in office, they were thinking, oh, he going to do to us what we've done to him and his people.
Cat Williams just said that. Cat Williams just said that on his little comedy show. Y'all seen it? Cat Williams just said that.
Stage with the hair and shit.
Yeah, he was like, y'all sitting up here expecting us to, y'all waiting for us to hit you like you hit us.
Right.
I've been waiting.
Yeah, he said we ain't like that.
Y'all they flinching hard as hell. Huh?
Right.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's sad. It's really sad because here's the thing. I want to laugh and joke. I do.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, I got people arguing about bullshit. Like, you mad because athletes want to sit down. Oh, shut up and play basketball. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Did you tell him to shut up and go to his next fucking screenplay?
Right. Donald Trump,
Donald Trump was a fucking real estate agent.
Yeah, he sold
he was real estate. Did we tell him to shut up and go do this?
Right.
But because it's black actors, they should shut up. Oh, I'm never watching the NFL again. Like, stop it. Because the first off is anybody with a voice should speak.
Yeah.
Because you was given that voice for a reason. Same thing like us right now. Nobody can hear us. It could just be us for forever.
Right.
Or this can go out to the masses and everybody in the world can form of opinion off what us four brothers just said today.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes a direction of everybody. When you hear something so much, no matter what it is, good or bad, there's going to be an opposition of it.
Indeed.
Right.
Like, so just, it's kind of off topic, but a little bit. For instance, I'm going to just use LeBron as an instance like that. To me, there's nothing really to hate about dude.
Best basketball player to ever play.
Unless you want to hate him.
Best basketball player. As far as all around basketball player, best. Mike might be the greatest. Mike had the greatest. LeBron, best. Go ahead, BA.
So wait. Greatest is higher than best. That's what you
See, we start that.
I will say that.
Has he ever been the best shooter in any category?
No.
Okay, so let's talk about what BA is talking about.
Okay. When was Michael the best shooter?
Mike was killing niggas from the perimeter.
He wasn't the best shooter. Reggie shot better than Mike. Mike Price shot better than Mike.
Hold on.
Like Mike was not the best shooter.
The thing I'm saying
is,
the best dog.
Yeah, he
you
wasn't.
See him up here.
Listen.
See him up here. Mike was the best dog.
I ain't gonna never get across.
You ain't even got Mike at the top, man. I can't go with you.
Hey,
Kobe at the top. Kobe at the top.
Okay,
Okay,
then.
you did this. You did this, BA.
I did this.
Mike ain't even at the top.
The point is, niggas will find a reason because everybody's praising the guy for being so great.
Yes.
My man got out of high school.
Yep.
Stuck with the girl he was in high school.
Yes.
Got kids by the same woman.
Right.
None of this shit out here, but people still go find a reason.
Never get it twisted. Never get it twisted
Never
with
got in trouble off the court.
No. I know how you feel, bro.
Right. I'm a
The
sports
point is,
hater.
the
I'm a
point is,
sports hater.
right. As you should be. Like I said, you're playing against my team, so fuck you right now.
Yeah, so fuck the must.
Straight like that. Fuck you right now. I can't fuck you right now.
Right.
But I'm saying in that
But
regard,
if LeBron walk in my house, it's the utmost respect.
bro, please, let's see what you need, dinner, whatever.
Yeah.
The point is, so now Black Lives Matter is simple. It's fucking simple.
It's very simple.
We are human. We don't want to be, we shouldn't have to be called black. Okay?
Simple.
I'm a fucking human like you.
Simple.
I'm just letting you know that if shit happening directly to us, it's just simple. Shit's happening directly to us. And there's video evidence of it. And it's said so much around everybody's platform that somebody has to be in opposition because they're having a bad day and they don't want to hear that shit no more.
Yes.
Eventually gonna get to that point. People just don't want to hear that shit no more.
Yes.
Because their life either going good or they're irritated by something else. Because it's like, if you live in a neighborhood with nobody but whites and you got the one black friend, how you gonna ever know the real story?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
At work, we had diversity training.
Which is crazy. You gotta have shit like that, bro.
Take a second to laugh.
Is it though? Is it crazy though? I don't think it's crazy.
I'm saying it's crazy because you need to do it. I'm saying that's crazy to me.
The necessity for it. But here's the thing about
crazy.
It. And during the diversity training, we had the teleconference with our big boss that's in Hill Air Force Base. He said when he grew up, one black girl grew up in the neighborhood with all white people. Now this man has got to be late 50s, maybe 60 years old. He said, and I just didn't see the issue. She never had any issues. Everybody loved her, this, that, and the third. That black girl had no issues. My two problems I have with that. First off, you can't speak for her.
Right.
Second off, you're talking about a black girl in Utah in 1960s, 1970s. She had no issues.
Yeah.
None. The only black. I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is why I disagree with that. You could be the only anything in another neighborhood, and you're gonna have issues.
Yeah.
Whenever you're the only anything, you're gonna have issues. So I wasn't feeling it.
My pastor said it all the time. They hated on Jesus, man.
Right, but I'm gonna say his oblivion. He was oblivious to the fact because if she would have made it an issue, it would have made it worse for her.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing what's happening right now. Whenever it's okay as long as you get hit in the jaw and all right, I'm gonna walk to work. But the second you complain about getting hit in the jaw, now they like, oh, well, we've been hitting you in the jaw for 10 years. Why are you complaining about it now?
Always.
You see what I mean? So it becomes that issue. So you don't really get the choice to say, you can't speak for somebody else, basically. And that's what got me. Plus, on top of that, you shouldn't have to have diversity training. The fact that you need diversity training.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
When I said about the diversity training that I'm not surprised that it's needed is lately I've been doing some studying up on the black culture. I've never done it growing up, but with all this stuff happening, I kind of wanted to understand where it all stemmed from. And they literally put in law after law after law saying that the black person is beneath the white person.
Yes.
Law after law. So if you're doing that for year after year after year after year, when you get to this point, it's going to be people that need diversity training. And it's not crazy that they need it because they've been taught that since the beginning of their grandparents, their great-grandparents.
I don't disagree.
Like the last thing I just looked up was about redlining. See, I don't know if y'all understand about redlining, but redlining is when they start building these new cities and new towns, right? Let's say these white guys wanted to build this neighborhood. They had to get money from the big donors or the big people or big government in that area. Right. That government made it a law that we'll give you the money to build your homes, but you can't sell to a black person. And then the family that you sell to, they have to agree that they won't sell to a black person. Exactly. So that's 2 generations that you're talking about right there. If a home is worth, let's say, $100,000 when that first family get it, and then by the time the great grandkids get it, it's worth $400,000, $300,000 in equity right there, or $400,000 to those grandkids. Black people never got a chance to see nothing like that.
Oh yeah.
When the black person died, they didn't pass nothing down. They didn't have nothing to pass down because it was laws against them to get anything. So they created these zones to where the green zone was like these businessmen, wealthy men, they get the good loans. It was the yellow zone or something like that. And then the red zones was the low income housing. Those, they wouldn't get any grants. They wouldn't get any extra loans or nothing. So any person owning in that, they just want to give that up because I'm not making no money. That's right. What all the black people were.
And people, it's laughable when people think, oh, you have the chances or you had the same chances as I had.
Right.
Now think about it, and we ain't got to go far because people forget that Jim Crow was a generation ago.
Yeah,
Jim Crow was a generation.
Yeah, 60, 65. Yeah.
In 1964, they had to write a law that said that it was illegal for you to beat me out of my head because I drank out of a water fountain. 64.
Yeah. 64 was the civil rights. 65 was the voting law. It was 65 when they finally said black people can vote.
And my thing is this. People act like, my thing is don't act like, oh, it's just like this. Like when a guy said, y'all ever watch that video when the guy put everybody online and he said, if you have this, move a couple of steps forward.
Yeah.
And if you have this, move a couple of steps forward. You ever see it real? You have this, move a couple of steps forward.
It was a bunch of like high school kids.
Yeah, and all the black kids,
the
black kid was looking like, well,
because he was saying stuff like, if you have a 2-parent, the way he started, he says, all right, we're going to start at this line. I'll give $100 to the winner. We're going to race 100 yards. But I'm going to say a few things. If this pertains to you, I want you to take 2 steps forward. Then he'll say, if you had a 2-parent home growing up your whole life, take 2 steps forward. You see a lot of white kids step forward. Yeah. If your father was such and such and he worked at a consistent job such and such, take 2 steps forward.
Yeah.
If this
and at the end of it, it was all white people in the front, all black people in the back. And then he was like,
yeah, go ahead, Tom.
And then all the black people were looking like this is so unfair. But it was a lesson. Yeah. It's a lesson in everything. And I appreciate that coach for it. Yeah. Because people act like we just supposed to. The fact that we are as far as we are because of situations is fucking remarkable.
Right. Jon Stewart just said this like a month or 2 ago on Breakfast Club. He said, while black people were fighting for equality, white people were building equity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we just trying to get treated like, hey, G, right. Can I get a drink?
Civil.
Why don't you just, knock me out real quick? I just want a drink of water.
I would like to have one of them whites only pies.
We gotta ask for this shit, like, bro. You mind if I, real quick, just have a sip?
No, it's
nothing. No,
don't kill me because
I can live. Like, bro, like I'm so sorry, but they got this head start now with equity, bro. I ain't know shit about equity until about 8 years ago.
Yeah,
nothing about it.
Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, buying my second house was amazingly easy compared to buying my first house. And it was because who did I have to lean on besides the knowledge of what I did? Now, it's not our parents' fault. They didn't have it either. Right. Because when they was born, guess what? Nobody knew those. It's like this. Yeah. Just like this. Like, look how many things that we do now that our parents look at and be like, you did that? You did that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's generational. And we're getting there. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. Because honestly, in a few years, we're gonna. That's the reason why it's such an uproar. Yeah, that's why it's such an uproar.
Yeah, and it's like it's only in this country.
And in my mind, the internet was the best thing to ever happen to Black people. That's my opinion. The internet was the best thing to ever happen to Black people because it gave us a platform to it. We didn't have to ask for permission anymore. That's one. And number two, I didn't have to. You wasn't able to tell my story for me. You didn't paint a narrative of who I was before I got on TV or while I was on TV. You didn't say, "Oh, he's one of the good ones." It wasn't an O.J. Simpson situation where it was like, "He's one of us" or "He's cool." I can put my own stuff out every day, and more Black. And more Black people have benefited from the internet being around because they can't tell our story no more. And they can't control it. We can say whatever we want on this podcast. Who gonna stop us?
And who said that? They was just talking about that with music.
Comcast cable stopping you right now because your shit done went out twice.
Look, man, this is his own thing, man.
Let me explain something to you. So what they said? Like I used to say this all the time. YouTube was the new demo tape. Like think about people like Soulja Boy. Like I said, like I remember Snoop said, "Man, that Superman shit was some bullshit." Snoop said that.
Yeah.
But nigga, that shit went out quicker than Doggy Style did.
Yeah.
Nigga, you had to have $12 in your pocket and a ride to the store to get Doggy Style. All you had to do was
click.
Now watch me
upload.
And I could do the dance and upload that and get some
Facts.
Facts. Internet's the best thing that ever happened to Black people, man.
Because you can't tell. And that's the thing. Like when a lot of stuff can happen for people when nobody can see it. When I can't see when people can't see what you're doing to me, then is it really happening?
Right.
But the fact that now you see it, because this whole BLM or whatever you want to call it, it's some people jumping on it that's trying to tarnish it. Right. Never get that twisted. Right. Every situation is being tarnished.
Right.
But the people that's really sitting on there and they're like, "Oh, you did what? He got away with that?" They don't look like us.
Yeah.
Because we've been knowing that people been getting away with it.
Right.
We looking at you like, "Oh, you thought that was a joke."
Like when the whole George Floyd thing started going off, and that's when the world actually got to see it from start to finish. Yeah. Like that's where the whole change was. Is it wasn't that it was something new. It was they was actually able to see it from start to finish, and they were actually able to say, "That's not right."
Yeah.
When it happened, I wasn't in an uproar about it. And Julia was, and she asked me why I wasn't. I said, "Babe, this is nothing new to me.
It's not new.
We've been told the stories. We've been told growing up. Watch what you do. This is what happened. We was born in Arkansas.
I whoop your ass when you act up.
It was whites and blacks. It was whites and blacks separated by the railroad tracks.
And I remember being in Wynn. And me and Eddie was fucking flying back across. And I was like, "Why you driving like that?" And he was like, "Bruh, if we get caught on this other side of this track, when that train come past and it's dark, I don't know what's gonna happen." And he flew. I remember one time, and my dad always would be like, I was maybe about 7, and I was out of school that day, and he used to ride 18-wheelers. And we was on the north side of Chicago, and we was at a hot dog stand. And they threw paint at us. White paint. And my dad took a couple of napkins out of the fucking what's name, wiped it off my face, looked me right in my eye and said, "That's your first experience with racism." Now, think about me. I'm 7 years old, 6, 7 years old. Imagine how he feel about them now doing that to his son.
Right. And
we are some of our experiences.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Because now my dad don't call white bread. He calls it hunky bread. You know what I'm saying? It's just little things like that. But he don't get to go out and kill people because he's not a cop.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And
that's consequences are different.
Right. He got to hold that in.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the part about the whole situation that's like, when you think about it, when motherfuckers just be trying to slap the, oh, it's not that. Oh, because you're so oblivious to how that situation might affect anybody else that you don't think about it no more. Yeah. Like, what's the name? Eddie Murphy said it best on Raw. When you hungry, a motherfucker give you a saltine cracker, you be right. But when you ate, you be like, man, ain't nothing but a regular ass cracker. Thought it was a cracker. You ain't hungry, it was a cracker. But when you ain't ate in a while, it's the best cracker you ever had, ain't it?
Yeah.
And that's the way it is. So you don't know the fact that everybody ain't been getting treated like this because you ain't never been treated like that.
You ain't never been hungry.
Right. It's just like this. How many times you go to a basketball game out here? These kids out here, if somebody dunk a basketball, everybody act like that kid just won by 40. Where we from, everybody dunk.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that nigga dunked the ball.
You ain't spinning the air, nigga.
Exactly. When somebody dunk out here, you swear to God, like the whole gym. And I'd be like, okay, and it barely went down.
The rattling.
When I dunked in high school, I was charged, boy. I was like,
when we were like, I had a homie that was in 8th grade with the park. What was it? Parkside, 7th, 8th grade. I remember his name. 7th, 8th grade in Chicago. 7th, 8th grade. Rose up and was dunking on 10-foot rim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, his best dunk. I seen you do. I seen the dunk in the Elgin, but it was in Arkansas. You remember that one? At that Boys and Girls Club gym.
Nope.
Oh, nigga. You dunked the dude for the game. Like and you brought this mug from like here. Like you was driving.
I heard you talk about this dunk.
You was driving to the lane, Joe, maybe like a foot in the box. Brought this mug here and
I was cold.
Dallas talk about that mug to this day.
Yeah, I heard Real tell me about that one.
I was cold.
Coldest dunk I seen.
FYI.
Yeah.
LG,
you didn't get up like you did there.
Nah. I might have had a couple more pounds on me or something. Shoes wasn't right. I don't know.
But no, that was.
Yeah, but our next show, man. Let's
man. We gonna get
so
back
nothing happened this week.
We gonna get back to the funny, right? We gonna get back to the funny.
That was a long week.
We gonna come up with some movies, and then let's talk about that. What do you say?
I'm a movie guy.
Black actors. Let's talk about stuff like Media Man. Yeah, everybody. Let's pick some. Like Timmy been bringing us some shit. Like
I've been saying that.
Motherfucking tripping. I remember BA used to be on tripping so crazy.
Tripping low key molded my low key adult life.
Yeah, it did because you was a freaky freak.
I don't think I ever seen it. Ever.
Bro,
ever.
I feel
when that nigga said, I know why your car don't work, because every time your little black ass get out, the oil like, come on, nigga.
That's where, remember when y'all used to give me shit about saying I'm super crazy instead of super?
Yeah.
They came for tripping.
That movie was crazy. Hey, tripping.
Me and Timmy.
Stupid funny.
Me and Timmy be tripping on booty call. Can I get a few more shrimp on my plate? You got a shrimp right here. Yeah,
it says seasonal, which means it will cost a brother about $28.
That Chinese dude said, "You are a horse mouth bitch, motherfucker." Dude, we got to get on those. So let's do movies. Let's pick a couple. Let's pick a couple of movies.
I'm gonna stay on sports when I come to. I'm gonna have like some guys, maybe like who would you start your franchise with and why?
Indeed.
And we would like 3 guys and pick one who you start your franchise with.
And you do that because I don't want to add nobody. I want to hear what you're saying about it because I feel some other shit. I'm with 40.
Yeah.
You know what I'll cover? You know what I'll cover?
What?
Bitches. Sorry.
Hey.
You just got back in a relationship.
I know.
Or are you single? I don't know. Are you single or you in a relationship?
Do we need to edit that part out?
Right.
TBD.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go.
Yeah. BA,
This nigga acting like a.
How we gonna have BA leave relationships? he the only one.
We gonna be, hey, BA gonna be talking shit. Old girl gonna be coming from behind on the screen like this.
Hey, back in the head.
I know. Like, sit your ass down.
Don't be hitting me like that on camera.
I know. You know I'm just talking shit.
Chill, man. Chill.
You know I'm just talking shit.
Well, people, don't fret, good people. We will get back to the jokes. We'll get back to the laughs. We just have to address some things as black men.
As black men.
That's just the way it is, man. When we got to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. But for the most part, we're going to try to make these jokes. So thank you for tuning in, good people, man. You can always check us on our Instagram page at Between Brothers Podcast. Check us on YouTube. You can search Between Brothers and you'll be able to find us. And we're going to be on Podcast Player as well under Between Brothers Podcast, man. We appreciate every one of you guys. Thank you again. And we will holler at y'all next time. Yeah.